Hello, and welcome to the Clockwork 42 channel. My name is Benjamin. Today, I'm building model kits. If you want to see what these turn into, jump to the end. You'll see some test fittings. Aside from that, this is just me working on a few parts. Several hours compressed into a matter of minutes for your enjoyment. And I didn't want to do this in a sped up video because sometimes I get curious as to how stuff is done in real time. Got the package open in real time. So in just 3 simple steps, we'll have ourselves a little ammo canister. 3 steps is more like 30. We gotta cut off each piece, clean off the nubs left over from the sprue, and then fit them together. As much as I would love to recommend these, the build process is not enjoyable. The end result is, though. It takes a little bit of patience, some hand-eye coordination, and of course, time. Part of what prompted me to want to build these is I need that new figure fix. I got pre-orders I'm waiting on. Those should be trickling in soon. I look forward to that, not just for making videos, mainly to have it in hand and play with it. So you see me here clipping away different parts. Typically only use 2 or 3 of the files that I have. I dump them all out so I can find what I need real quick. End result, smooth, flush, clean. And before that, it looks like that. It's not too focused, but a bit of plastic sticking up for where it was clipped off the sprue. Take, gently file it, holding it flat. Memory boards might suffice in place of files. Just kind of showing you how easy this is. A little bit tedious, but again, a little bit of patience. Queue up your favorite streaming program. Kick back and just fiddle away. Fiddle away, file away, work away, plug away. This looks a bit rough. It's mostly because the file is dragging on a edge of the piece, or not the part itself, but the edge of the nub where it was removed from the sprue. In other words, I didn't break it. And voila, it's a canister. Now I'm going to work on the ammo belt. In total, this kit took less than 30 minutes. And I love what I do with the clippers in a moment here. Clipping just fine from the bottom. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Just go ahead and try and get it from the top anyway. Starting to feel the struggle. Like, why did I do that? Why don't I just go back underneath? Roasting myself. It's like Back to the Future. So we clip them out. And these pieces, I'm not too concerned about the nub marks. Mainly want them flush. I mean, with the visibility of the nub marks having been there. I don't mind if they show a little bit, because when these parts snap together, it won't be visible. But I do want them to sit properly, so I'll sand them down. That is a 600 grit sandpaper glued to a popsicle stick. Emery boards. You can buy them, you can make them. Again, go through, file and sand, inspect it, and then snap together. What's great about these kits is that they're friction fit. Glue is optional. Well, I should say sometimes optional. But with the kits that I build today, none of them required super glue. At least not yet. You can still paint these. Do, well, I guess that's it. I could paint them. Paint them or not to paint them. Again, cutting the bag open in real time so you see just exactly how long it takes to open a bag with an X-Acto knife. This Javelin has quite a bit more steps, and I stopped filming the process after a little while when I realized that it's going to take quite some time to prepare the pieces of this kit. Again, showing you 600 grit sandpaper. The reason this takes longer than others is because of these translucent pieces. These are a little bit delicate, a little bit brittle, so when they're being removed from the sprue, you got to be careful not to cause any stress marks that'll show up through the parts you need. You'll see I cut them off as far away as I can. Then once I have them off the sprue, I can get in closer with the sharp edge of the snips. Slowly cut it off. And then same process using the file and the sandpaper, except this time I'll use a 2000 grit sandpaper on the translucent pieces. See how slow I do this in real time. 2000 grit. Got trimmed down to a point where I can start using this. Trying to be gentle, trying not to flip the edges. And when I use this file, do it very gently. Very gentle pressure. And then I build a minigun that's got a motor. Fast forward. So we've got the ammo canister with the belt, which goes with our minigun. I love miniguns. And then the Javelin. And this is a pretty well engineered piece. After all the trimming and cutting, sticking together, we get a little sword. But it's a modular weapon. It has a little bit of articulation on the blade. See, it moves up and down and outward a little bit. Attach the other half. Looks familiar if you ever played Halo. Let's see what kind of spear we can make. And this kit came with both purple and clear pieces, as you see. Or in case you're wondering what those pieces were in front of the minigun. Spear's pretty cool, but let's see what else we can do with this. This really is the highlight of these kits. The modular components. They're compatible with other Kotobukiya model kits. almost like Legos. Just keep attaching pieces till we make something cool. And carefully position it. One thing to note that these pieces fit nice and tight. Now we're getting somewhere. We can still add pieces to this. I have 3 other models I have to build. They're not accessory packs, they're full-blown model kits. So I'll get some footage of that when I build those. I think my goal, I'm hesitant to say because if I put it out there, then I gotta do it. Alright, I'm gonna try and have 2 of them built by the end of May. And there you see, clear pieces can easily be swapped out. And I could paint those, maybe try and give them some other kind of effect. Who knows? But they're prepped and ready for when that time comes. Again, no super glue was needed. It's all just friction fitted. Now it's time to start playing with them. First up, we have Angela. When it comes to slaying Hellspawn, you want to get your hands on whatever you can, whatever gets the job done. Kotobukiya Javelin. Yeah, that'll work. Kind of like that. So, of course, compatible with your Marvel Legends. Axe Battler. Hold it pretty well. Maybe it's Atlantean technology. Black Manta can rocket. As for the minigun, I have my Kotobukiya frame architect with the attachment that allows it to stick directly to his arm. And the canister plugs right into his backside. Blades, different configuration, compatible with your classified series. Kotobukiya, M.S.G model kits, check them out. Thanks for stopping by.